Let's take a quick look at function notation. Function notation is when they have this f of x, or the value of f at x, instead of y. So f of x, or in this case g of x, is the same as y. It's the output. When you see numbers in function notation, you can use that function notation to evaluate at different inputs, and that's what this is. They said find the value of f at 7, so we know 7 is the value of x. Because it's using function f, we'll go ahead and use this function. If they wanted us to use this one, it would say g of 7. But since it says f of 7, we'll use this first function. We have 2 times x minus 6, so f of 7 is going to be equal to 2 times 7 minus 6. Function notation shows us the input. So 2 times 7 is 14, 14 minus 6. 14 minus 6 is 8, so f of 7 is 8. Continuing along, the next problem might say g of negative 10. Now this is different. It says g instead of f. So we'll use the g function. So since it says g of negative 10, we'll still write the function out, and this is still the input. So it's negative 1/2 of negative 10, that's a multiplication problem there, plus 2. Half of 10 is 5, negative times a negative is a positive, so we have 5 plus 2, and we can say that g of negative 10 is 7. And this just gives us our input and output all in one spot. This point for function f would be 7, 8. This point in function g would be negative 10, 7. Moving on, we have the same two functions. We have f of x, or the value of f at x, and g of x, or the value of g at x. Instead of numerical inputs, you might have expression inputs. It might have a single letter, or it might have an expression as this does. But it's still an input. It's still f of a plus 2, the value of f at a plus 2, and it's still an input. So we will say that this is 2 times the input of a plus 2 minus 6. And from here we can simplify. We have 2a plus 4 minus 6 because of the distributive property. And we can combine like terms and we get 2a minus 6. So f of a plus 2 is 2a minus 6. And we might see this sort of set up in a transformation of linear equations. This would be a transformation, a translation 2 units left. Another way you might see this is actually a stacked function notation. So they want g of f of x. So my input is the whole f of x function. So I start with my g function, which is here. I have negative 1/2 of x plus 2. There's my g function. And my input is my entire f function, which was 2x minus 6. So I plug that in. And then I can once again distribute and simplify. So negative 1/2 times 2x is negative x. Negative 1/2 times negative 6 is a positive 3. That's the distribution, and then the plus 2 comes down. So my final simplified version would be the opposite of x plus 5. And that's what happens when we do g of f of x. And that's a sort of stacked function there. Another way you might see a problem in function notation is instead of giving you the input, they've already given you the output. So this time, instead of knowing x, you know y. But the process will still be the same. We'll still use the function that they indicate, so in this case, the f function, but we'll plug this in instead of for x, because it's not the value of x, we'll plug it in for f of x, because they told us that's what f of x is. So we would write here 24 is equal to 2x minus 6, because we know that 24 is f of x, and that's basically saying y is 24, because in function notation, this notation right here replaces the y value. And then we simply can solve. We add 6 to both sides. We get 30 is equal to 2x. We divide by 2 and we say that x is 15. So when f of x is 24, x is 15, this point 15, 24 should satisfy that equation.